Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
It's a special birthday for both of us.
Yeah.
Nigga took a picture with Rick Ross. You like a hoe. Put your back against the wall and just slide down.
50 Cent just blew up the internet again. And this time, Rick Ross is catching all the smoke. Explosive yacht footage just dropped. And let's be real, it's nothing like your usual flashy rapper party vibes. According to 50, the clip shows Ross surrounded by a crew of young dudes, and he's saying straight up, this makes Diddy's old scandals look soft compared to what's on that tape. Now everyone's wilding out trying to figure out what actually went down on that yacht and why 50 was so fast to let the world see it. The moment that video hit social media, it spread faster than a rumor in the industry. Rick Ross lounging on deck looking way too comfortable with one of his so-called boy toys. Yeah, the same type of boy toys folks been whispering about around Diddy for years. That's why the streets lit up like fireworks the second it dropped. People flooded the comments, some laughing, others shocked. One fan wrote, OMG, 50 Cent better not see this. Another said, once 50 sees that clip, it's curtains for Ross. And they weren't lying. Because if there's one thing we all know, it's that 50 lives for this kind of chaos. He don't just post memes, he starts digital wars. But here's where it gets wild. The word on the street is that 50 himself might have been the one who leaked the video. Yup, the power mogul allegedly pressed upload and sat back to watch the internet burn. And honestly, that wouldn't shock anyone. This is classic 50. Cold, calculated, and petty with precision. The man's got a whole career built on turning other rappers' secrets into viral moments, and this yacht leak, it's looking like his most savage move yet. 50's whole brand was built on beef, and this right here proves he's still the king of petty warfare. Not long after that wild yacht clip hit every corner of the internet, 50 hopped online and dropped an AI-edited pic that had everyone losing their minds. The caption, your man was looking real saucy, kissing that boy on that boat. That's not AI, boom. The streets went crazy over it. Folks flooded the comments, laughing, reposting, and calling it pure savagery. Cause truth is, when it comes to trolling, nobody does it slicker than 50. This isn't some new rivalry either. Nah, this is years of smoke that's been simmering between 50 Cent and Rick Ross. These two been throwing shots since back in the day, and it's only gotten nastier with time. Their feud got layers: ego, humiliation, and deep-rooted disrespect. You could say it's one of hip-hop's longest-running grudge matches. It all traces back to the 2008 BET Hip Hop Awards when Ross claimed things went left just because 50 looked at him wrong. Yeah, that's all it took to spark a decade-long war. 50 laughed that off, saying he didn't even remember seeing Ross that night. And that's when the disrespect really began. By early 2009, Rick Ross came swinging with mafia music, dropping direct shots at 50's real name and family life. Curtis Jackson, baby mama, I ain't asking for a cent. Burn the house down, you gotta buy another. He was throwing shade at that Long Island house fire that was linked to 50's family situation. And that line hit hard. But 50, he don't take hits. He returns them with interest. His clapback was instant and brutal. He dropped Officer Ricky, Go Ahead Try Me, and cooked Ross for his past as a corrections officer, turning that into the infamous Officer Ricky nickname that still haunts Ross today. But he didn't stop at the music. 50 launched a full-blown content war, cartoons, skits, mock interviews, even trolling campaigns that made Ross look like a walking punchline. And the boldest move? 50 linked up with Ross's baby mama, Tia Kemp, took her shopping in New York, filmed the whole thing, and posted it for the world to watch. Straight humiliation. Ross tried to hit back with big budget videos, flashy cameos, and even mock funerals for 50 in his visuals, acting like he buried him. But the thing about 50, he don't die down. He waits, he plots, and when he hits back, it hurts. 50 moves like a chess player, every move calculated, every silence strategic. Even when the public shots cooled off, the tension between him and Ross never died down. It just sat there, waiting to explode again. And that next spark, Big Meech's return. When Meech came home in 2023, the whole culture went crazy. Everyone thought we were about to witness one of the biggest comebacks in street history. Then out of nowhere, Ross jumped in, loud as ever. Promising Meech and his team a $120 million movie deal, big projects, building empires, all that big talk. But when it came time to deliver, Ross disappeared. No deals, no progress, nothing but smoke and silence. Word on the street says Ross never intended to really build with Meech. He allegedly just used the man's name to take slick shots at 50. While Ross was all talk, 50 was doing the work, backing Lil Meech, helping him land the BMF role, paying for acting lessons, and putting him in real Hollywood rooms. Meanwhile, Ross was out here parading Meech's name around like a brand prop. Even Whack 100 called him out, saying Ross was never a real friend, just using Meech's name to throw shade at 50. And honestly, that tracks, because if Ross was serious, he would have moved in silence and let the results speak. Instead, he went public, made it loud, and turned it into a self-promo circus. That's why 50 never let it go. Every chance he gets, he fires back. And that leaked Yacht video, that wasn't just trolling, that was a warning shot. You messed with the wrong one kind of move. And he wasn't done. 50 went further, comparing Ross's situation to Diddy's, throwing heavy hints that Ross might be another DL man trying to keep things quiet. The difference? Diddy's been messy with his crew for years, showing off his boy toys like they're trophies. Meek Mill, French Montana, YK Osiris, the names ring loud. And who could forget that wild clip of Diddy telling French they could make magic at night? That make magic at night clip still haunts Diddy's name. And now 50's hinting Ross is walking that same line. Once that comparison hit the internet, the crowd went wild. People started lining up Ross's moves with Diddy's, pointing out how their circles overlap, how they both love flashy parties full of young guys and mystery energy. The jokes turned into theories, and those theories turned into headlines overnight. 50 made sure to pour more gas on the fire, too. He reposted fan clips, dropped memes, and even liked shady comments that called Ross Diddy's twin with a beard. Every move looked planned. 50 wasn't just laughing, he was strategically dragging. And that's the difference. Ross reacts off emotion, but 50, he plots like a general before war. Behind the scenes, insiders claim Ross has been scrambling, trying to shut down any talk about the Yacht clip, calling it AI and fake footage. But the problem is, folks don't buy it. The angles, the reflections, even the background. Too real. And once 50 doubled down and said, "Don't blame AI for your lifestyle," the damage was done. That single line turned into a whole meme wave, and suddenly the internet crowned Ross Officer Ricky 2.0 all over again. Now, the conversation isn't just about Ross being petty, it's about what he's hiding. People are digging up old interviews, old photos, and piecing together his pattern of behavior. Even some of his former associates been whispering that the boss image might just be an act. And when it comes to 50, he knows how to expose those acts better than anyone. So yeah, that Yacht video wasn't the end. It was the start of another round in a war that's been burning since 2008. And if Ross thought 50 was gonna chill this time, he clearly forgot who he's dealing with. The king of revenge himself. And just when it felt like the storm might settle, 50 dropped another bomb. This time, throwing shade so slick it had the whole industry gasping. He posted a throwback pic of himself on a yacht surrounded by models, captioning it, "This how a boss moves. No confusion, no cameras catching me slipping." The internet went nuts. Everyone knew exactly who that message was aimed at.
Oh, before you get confused in any way, like Rick also has a baby mother who's currently working as a call girl. He has a daughter by Brooke, right there. Can you see that? This is like the adult This is like where you can find really exclusive horror.
Rick Ross. The comment section turned into a war zone. Fans were tagging Ross nonstop, some laughing, others saying, "Bro, delete your socials before 50 ends you again." One even wrote, "50 doesn't beef, he buries careers." And that's exactly what it's looking like. Because every time Ross tries to clean up his image, 50 pulls out receipts and turns the whole thing into a circus. Industry insiders claim Ross's camp has been in full damage control mode since the Yacht clip leaked. Allegedly, they tried flagging videos, scrubbing posts, and even reaching out to blogs to kill the story. But the thing is, once 50 gets involved, it's too late. He turns every scandal into entertainment, every rumor into profit. Dude literally makes memes faster than PR teams can write statements. Meanwhile, whispers are growing louder that this feud ain't just personal anymore. It's business. 50's reportedly working on a new documentary series about the dark side of hip-hop power players. And guess who fans think will be featured? Yup, Rick Ross and Diddy. If that's true, this isn't just a petty jab, it's a setup for total reputation destruction. So while Ross might be trying to move quiet now, 50's clearly gearing up for the next play. Because one thing about him, he never lets a rival breathe too long. And after this latest wave of trolling, the question everyone's asking is, what footage does 50 still have tucked away? If there's one thing about 50 Cent, it's that he never fires once. He keeps shooting until there's nothing left to hit. And now insiders are saying this feud might explode even bigger, because word is 50's got more footage sitting in the vault. People close to him say he's been teasing clips of Ross at private parties, calling them bonus rounds for when the time's right. It's giving chess, not checkers. Online detectives been piecing things together too, tracing where the yacht was docked, who was on board, even matching timestamps from Ross's old IG stories. It's getting wild. One blogger said, "The internet's about to do to Ross what it did to Diddy. Strip the mystery and show the receipts." And knowing 50, he's probably smiling, watching the chaos unfold like it's another episode of Power. Meanwhile, Ross been acting unbothered, posting gym selfies, cars, and his usual boss talk captions. But fans aren't buying the confidence. Every post is getting bombarded with laughing emojis and comments like, "Where the yacht at, Officer Ricky? And you can't spin this one, big fella?" The internet's ruthless, and once they lock on, there's no escaping it. Some even claim Ross is trying to bait 50 into another public beef, hoping to flip the narrative and ride the wave for promo. But that's risky, because 50's not the type to give you clout, he gives you nightmares. This whole saga's reminding folks that when 50 Cent steps into your business, you don't win. You trend for the wrong reasons. So as the noise grows louder, everyone's watching to see what 50 drops next. Will he leak another clip, or is he just letting Ross sweat while the internet cooks him alive? Either way, it's clear. This war is far from over. And who could forget that viral happy birthday video that had the whole internet side-eyeing Diddy again? French Montana sitting there shirtless, skin glistening like he just walked out of a baby oil ad, while Diddy stood right next to him, singing happy birthday like he was the one being celebrated.
You know, people would think I gotta gauge, I gotta look and see who is this guy before, you know, like you get into a space, because I believe you, when every day I'm hustling, I'm thinking that's who he is. Then you look in the back and you go, wait.
It wasn't giving friendship vibes, it was giving something else entirely. People in the comments were wild, saying straight up that it didn't look like no bromance, it looked intimate. And then that moment where French called Meek daddy, man, the internet lost it. Like, what dude says that to his homeboy with a straight face? Then came YK Osiris, the young artist who somehow ended up on a luxury vacation with Diddy that had everyone talking. Reports claim Diddy footed the entire bill, the private villa, the designer shopping, the over-the-top parties, everything. But what really got folks whispering was that one video showing YK getting a naked massage while a Diddy track played softly in the background. The camera angle looked way too personal, and people online started swearing Diddy himself was the one holding that camera. So when 50 jumped online and said Ross should come out the closet like Diddy, everyone knew exactly what message he was sending. He wasn't just clowning, he was calling Ross out heavy, saying, "Stop hiding behind that boss image and acting like you different." 50 basically accused him of putting on a front while living the same type of DL lifestyle he's been hinting at for Diddy for years. Now, not everyone's buying that theory. Some fans are defending Ross, claiming the so-called dude on the yacht was actually his model friend. But still, the optics were too wild, the timing too perfect, and 50's timing impeccable as always. Rick Ross's girlfriend, Jasmine McKendrick, is now at the center of this chaos. And people are saying 50's latest stunt is straight up legendary trolling. After the yacht footage blew up, Ross finally fired back, telling 50 to worry about his own mess, mentioning Dave Blunt, who recently dissed 50 on a track, and even throwing shade about 50's ex, Daphne Joy, saying she's been rolling with Diddy and letting him taste the goods in her candy shop. The clapback was wild, but the internet wasn't buying the deflection. Instead, the streets are split. Some folks saying Ross was with his girlfriend Jasmine, others swearing the person in that yacht clip was not her. One user wrote, "That's not the same woman. The one hugging him on the yacht looked way different. That's a lady boy." Another comment hit even harder. "Ross definitely living double. The man in court already said he plays both sides." And people can't forget that nervous smile Ross flashed the moment he realized the camera was rolling. That expression said everything. Then came the twist no one saw coming. One fan dropped a shocking claim, saying, "That ain't Jasmine at all. That's Bobby Lights, Trina's gay cousin." The comment section exploded. Everyone started comparing screenshots, zooming in, analyzing angles like it was a crime scene. And the more people looked, the more they questioned what was really happening on that yacht. Now the whole internet's asking, was 50 just playing around? Or did he actually expose Ross in the worst way possible? Did he troll too far? Or just pull the curtain back on something Ross hoped would never see daylight? Either way, this saga just turned from rap beef to full-blown scandal. And 50's sitting back, grinning like the villain he loves to be. So what do you think? Did 50 go too far? Or did he just expose the truth the world wasn't ready for? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more wild industry tea. See you on the next one.